They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds Austin complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Off play action. Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Pickett. Pickens on the slam. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. That just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. You look at this Steeler defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The Chiefs are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as good running gets them to about the 44. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Pickett. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Yellow. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to... And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and now long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here's Pickett. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is tackled inside inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Fights forward at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Pickett sets up play action. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Now they'll run on the draw, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
And you think about starting this drive, you've just given up a long touchdown, and you're down 14-0 early. If you don't score here, there's a chance you might have to pack this one in before halftime. So that's a great response to go down the field and finish it with the touchdown run.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Chiefs 14, Steelers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Yellow.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Pickett to throw on first down. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Pickett now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Pickett back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 3rd and 6. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And runs like that with explosiveness, that's what this rookie can bring to the table.
And add to it speed, patience, vision. a rookie has all of that, that's usually a veteran's combo plate. I love this guy.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They hand this off to Harris, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Pickett will look to throw it here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And that is going to be wide to the right and no good, but penalty flags shower in. And I think this is going to wind up a 1st down. And that flag accepted. Another extra point opportunity here. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. 11 yards for number 11.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. There goes an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, this is Harris. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Looking to throw, Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Pickett. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run again with Harris. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Pickett to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 57 colors, 50.
Mahomes to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
15. Yellow.
Mahomes will throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's 3rd down at 5.
Come back! Hey, 57, 57. Easy.
Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Pickett. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Walk with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he will get out of bounds. That stops the clock, but 2-yard gains, definitely not what you're looking for at this juncture.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Pickett. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game.